Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. MRNOMAN, and today for the first time I think I'm not coming in front of camera for singing a song, and I was intended to sing, but mostly people say that Mr. Before singing any song you make a lot of conversations which we don't understand, so we want to improve our English. So would you like to tell us the most important tips for having a good English? Okay, so what's the most important tip? And today I'm going to teach you the 5 most important tips for having a good English conversation. And I can surely say you that if you will act upon these 5 rules, then a time will gradually come when you will able to speak fastly and automatically. So what that rule? The rule is the first rule. The first rule is reading of phrases. Do not study the individual words. Always read the whole phrase. When you study the whole phrase, you will come to easily understand while you study and reading anything, what's that mean actually. I mean to say that, for example, while you are reading the book, you got some phrase and you will just get the now only a single word, not the whole phrase. If you will study the whole phrase, then you will understand how its situations comes and how it have to use. Okay, so this is the first rule, reading of phrases. Study more than most phrases, because 70% of English conversations are depend upon the phrases. Okay, so this is your first rule, to read the phrases. And the second rule, you will be shocked. What is the second rule? You will be, wonder why this is the second rule, but this is the real. So what's the second rule? The second rule is, do not study the grammar. Yes, do not study the grammar. Do not study the grammar rules. Do not study the grammar rules. This is the second most important rules for having a good English conversation. Okay, why is it bad to having studying the grammar rules? Why is it bad? Is it bad because when you study the grammar rule, you will think about the grammar rule before you speak. You speak much slower and you understand much slower. In a school, in a secondary schools, in a colleges, in a universities, the teachers teach you grammar, and then they teach you more grammar, and then they teach you even more grammar. And that is the method that you studied English. And this is not the correct method. Because suppose I'm an Urdu native speaker. My language is Urdu, okay? I didn't learn any grammar rule when I was born. I didn't study. My parents didn't force me to study the grammar books. I know grammar by time. And today, I can speak very well Urdu. And this is the same thing. An English native speaker doesn't learn the grammar rule. In a writing, it's different. But in speaking, this is not compulsory to study the grammar rule. Okay, so this is the second rule. Now I'm going to be teaching you the third rule. What is the third rule? So the third rule is speaking in front of mirror. Okay? Speak in front of the mirror. More speak in front of the mirror. When you will speak in front of the mirror, your confidence will be built up. And you will easily speak. You will easily understand when you are talking to another person. So this is the third rule. Speaking in front of the mirror. Okay? So, what's the fourth rule? The fourth rule is a very important, and it has a very great base on your English conversation. The fourth rule is listening. Listen, more than more listen. Listening is the very good key for having a good English. You can download the audiobooks if you have an intermediate level, or if you think that you can understand English 30%, or you can understand 20%, then you should download the teenagers or yes, teenagers will be better for you. Teenagers audiobook from the internet. Teenagers audiobook you can easily download from the internet. So if you think that your English is intermediate, and if you think that your English is much better, then you can watch the movies. And there is a very high conversation use. You should watch the movies more than more. You should watch the BBC News. So this is the fourth most important rule. And the fifth rule, it's a quite simple. The fifth rule. What is the fifth rule? The fifth rule is practice. How you learn to ride in the cycle. How you learn swimming. Only one thing will raise practice. Practice. Practice makes man perfect. If you will listen to practice, then you won't understand English soon. So this is a very important thing. Practice makes man perfect, and you should practice these four rules. And when you will practice this fourth rule, I can surely say you that within 30 days, you will speak very fastly. Okay, so do not study the grammar rules. Just throw out your grammar books. Even burn them. But be careful if you burn your grammar books. Thank you.